What is up, everybody? This is the PR Project, episode number 133. 133, that's the episode number. Make sure if you're listening to this on the podcast platforms or you're watching this on YouTube, you subscribe to this channel, this podcast, because we like for you to do that. That helps us, all that stuff. Stop, hit subscribe, and follow and all that stuff. And actually, just hop over to Instagram. Follow me, follow Gary, follow Aaron while he runs through the streets of Pontiac. This is the PR Project. We talk about all things running. We talk about shoes, a bunch of random stuff, animals, and all the injuries and things of running. And we might even have a couple tips for you here and there, but not normally. So stick around for some fun and cool activities from me, Aaron, and Gary.
Yeah. All right. Now that we got through that formality.
This episode is brought to you by...
I think we getting close. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we getting close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that's pretty cool.
So I think that, like, I don't know the parameters of, like, next level YouTube. I think 1,000 subscribers is one of the check things.
I think it's a benchmark. Benchmark.
I mean, even if it's not.
Do they send you something?
A bill, maybe. Storage fee.
Yeah, can't you, like, I think you can, like, monetize after a certain point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like it'd be like 10 cents here and there. Yeah.
So we really need you to like and subscribe so we can,
get that dime.
Yeah, because we can't get a penny. Because they don't make pennies anymore. So.
That's crazy, though. I mean, it's not that crazy.
I've seen some crazy signs at like stores that's like, if you are at 8 cents, or if you're at 6 cents, or if you're at 4 cents, we'll round it down. But if you're at 7 cents or you're at 5 cents, we'll round it up. And I'm just like, y'all working hard. Y'all like
to give you the change.
Yeah, because they like we not giving you a penny back because ain't no more pennies. So they just coming up with their own every place is coming up with their own version of this is how we gonna rectify this 3 cents that you need because we just got a nickel for you.
But they still in rotation though, right? Ain't they like still out there? They're not like they didn't know the penny people didn't come.
I think as stores get them and they go to the bank and they drop them off, I think the banks keep
them out of rotation.
Yeah, I think they're taking them out of rotation.
Man, that's kind of sad, low key. I don't know why.
Poor Abe.
Why they doing that to Abe,
he's got paper money. He's fine.
Which one is him?
He's the $5 bill.
Oh, okay. He's got bigger things to fry.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, it was. I just wanted to make. I mean, I haven't held cash in a long time. When last time you pulled out cash to pay for something?
I don't want to be this guy, but I did earlier today.
Today?
Yeah.
What about you?
Sometime this week. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, I haven't. Only time I have cash is like when my son has cash, and he'll hand it to me and say, "Hey, can you cash at me this much money?" And
I gotta take a middleman fee though.
I should
teach him about markets early.
I should. Yeah, but
I mean, you're using your phone, your battery life to cash app. Saying
there should be a fee in that.
I think so.
It should be more than a penny, obviously, because you can't
use it.
Yeah. It gotta be $1.
Tell them, look, if it's $25, they're gonna round up to 30.
Bro,
I'm gonna need $30.
Rounding up to 30, crazy. But all right, let's get into all things running. One of the things that I wanted to talk about. So apparently, we're like the last outlet. I'm talking to you, Gary. We're like the last outlet to be able to like highlight this amazing story that's popping off right, underneath our noses. There's people like running around the streets of every city or city of every street. City of every street. Aaron, if you don't follow Aaron, that's a terrible segue. Whatever though. Gary, follow along. You got
trying.
You got the list, okay? But no, for real. So Aaron and his brother have been on the news lately a couple different times, right?
Just once.
Okay. And then you were at city council.
Yeah.
But doing big things.
But the literal news.
The literal news. Yeah. Very much news. And not like fake news. But it could be.
Depends on who you ask.
could be very. But the thing is, you started off just like you did some content where you were running every street of Pontiac, and you have like a list. You can describe the whole thing, but I just think it's really cool because not only are you just doing it, because I've seen it done before, and it's just like as the person goes through, they just check off and kind of like fill. We only got 50 streets left or whatever, but you're also going through and you're doing a little bit of history lesson. And the cool part, if you follow Aaron at all and you've heard him have conversations about this area, if someone says Detroit, Aaron will quickly remind you that he is not from Detroit, he's from Pontiac. And it's cool that like at this point in time, like it seems like it's a perfect time for you to highlight your city. So go ahead and let everybody know what you're doing, and then like how they can like follow along with it.
Yeah. So, thank you, by the way. I appreciate
No
you
problem.
saying it was cool. So Jared had this idea to run every street in the city of Pontiac last summer, and I thought it was a really good idea, but I wasn't sure like how to track it for one, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to present it on social media. But then I came across the guy Job from Chicago. Well, he's not from Chicago, but he just finished running every single street in the city of Chicago, but he's from Brazil. And I really liked the angle that he was taking. It was like, I'm going to show people from outside of Chicago that Chicago is not what the media makes it out to be. Like the inner city in Chicago is not this hellscape that everybody should be scared of. And, so he's there, he's interacting with the people. And he's showing an alternative story to what a lot of the propaganda that people have like seen about Chicago. So I'm like, okay, I can do the same thing. Like, obviously, Pontiac being a smaller city, it doesn't have like the national, name recognition of a Chicago. But I figured, it's a smaller city. It's my hometown. I could run all these streets and it won't take me a long time. So I wanted to do that. And I wanted to use it as an opportunity to showcase and highlight where I grew up and things that I did when I grew up and things that people that grew up in the same city as me did and things that are happening in the city. And I didn't expect it to get such a positive reaction, but people really like it, especially people that are no longer in the city. Like, I get a lot of comments from people that say, I haven't lived in Pontiac for 30 years, but when I was a kid, I went to this school, or when I was a kid, I went to this restaurant or whatever. And it's just cool to kind of give them a glimpse back into their childhood. So the nostalgia factor is really cool. And then, and the fact that I get to do it with my brother and everybody confuses us is funny. It's like being kids again, because they're like, oh, I saw you on this street the other day. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't me. That was my brother. So shout out to Jared, because he's absolutely killing it. And he's in the community. He works as a community health worker in the community. So his line of work puts him in front of the people every single day. So the fact that I was able to help him highlight the work that he's doing too, that's really cool. So yeah, man, it's I'm surprised and just honored that I can tell these stories and that people are receiving them in such a positive way. So yeah, it was unexpected, but it's cool.
Are you and Jared combining, or are you guys each gonna run the streets?
We're doing both our own maps. Okay. And we kind of like was competing for a little bit, but then it's like, I can't hang with Jared. He running the city too much. So he's smoking me right now. So I'm just like, it's not a competition, but yeah, we're doing our own maps and we telling stories the way we want to tell stories. So it's cool because you kind of get different perspectives.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So like, what's one thing other than like the fact that people are like tapping in and they really enjoying it? Like, what's one, maybe a different question. Like, what's something that you ran past or saw that was like kind of surprising to you that maybe changed a lot or maybe hasn't changed?
That's a good question. I've kind of purposely been staying away from like where I grew up. But I've been around in areas that I would like my middle school. My middle school looks exactly the same as it did when I went there. It's been closed for quite some time now, but it's like it's frozen in time there on the south side of the city. So it's like you see stuff like that where it's just like this building hasn't been utilized, this infrastructure hasn't been utilized in decades. But then you see other things like new developments, like Art Dunlap Park on the south side that's being revitalized. They have community initiatives. I ran past the house today. They built for the 100 Homes of Pontiac initiative. They're building 100 brand new homes for people in the city. So that was cool to just see like there is development going on. There is investment into the city. So that's beautiful because no one wants to see, the beautiful, hardworking people of a city be forgotten about. So the fact that there is some revitalization going on and they're including the people of the city and they aren't just pushing them out, that's really cool.
How much, two questions. Well, how much research do you do before you go out for your run? And then secondly, do you see something when you're out in your run that you don't know what that is and you're like, oh, shoot, I got to go back there and and figure out what that is and maybe run back there again just to kind of fill in the story a bit more?
Yeah, for sure. So I'd say I probably do like an hour of research per episode just because I want to make sure like I'm doing it right. I don't want to call out stuff that's not right. Like
Yeah.
I want to be factual. I want to be accurate to like what I'm doing. So, and the more I'm like, the more it goes on, the more I feel a responsibility to like deliver accurate and like important stuff. So, I've and y'all know I don't do nothing. I can't just do nothing halfway. So I go overboard with it. But have I seen anything? Yeah. So I did the Harrington Hills episode, and it was very focused on the Pontiac Silverdome, where the Pontiac Silverdome used to be. So I didn't really get to talk about the neighborhood as much. But I definitely want to go back because somebody commented like, "Did you know that Madonna lived on 443 Thors in that neighborhood?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." So now I got to go back, and I want to include that in the storytelling of that neighborhood. So it's just, and the people in the comments, they educate me just as much as the research I'm doing. Like, it's crazy, like, how much stuff is not, like, publicly available, and it's kind of just known through lore. So
sure. You had another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought you said you had two.
I did. It was
he asked them both.
I checked out. You said Madonna. I'm like, wait, I didn't even know she lived here.
Yeah, she lived in Pontiac for a little bit. She lived in Rochester for a little bit. She lived in Bay City for a little bit. So yeah,
I had no idea.
She's a Michigander.
I didn't know she was. I thought she was in Bay City, and I knew she was in Southeast, but I didn't realize it was Pontiac.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I got to brush up on my Pontiac and Madonna.
You know, the material girl.
Yeah. All right. So, speaking of material girls, no, but Gary, you have on a bracelet that I hadn't seen you wear before. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't plan on talking about this, but like, can I have one? And then also, can you talk about what that is?
I got two actually. One is for just Down syndrome support because my son has Down syndrome, Nicholas, and the other one is for colorectal cancer.
Okay.
Which is what my wife had.
Okay. Cool.
And
cool.
so I got this from her friends, collectively known as the Hot Moms.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure if there's any more left, but we're doing a walk for her on the August 29th, so I'm sure we can get some more for that for sure.
Right. No, because like I saw the ribbon, and I guess whenever I see the ribbon, I just always think about breast cancer, but it's cancer, and then they change the color.
Yeah, I think for colorectal cancer it's blue and white, but they didn't have a white ribbon. They just did the whatever silver.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, because like when I saw them, like I need one of those because like I've had a few women in my family have breast cancer, so I'm always like trying to tap in. But I'd still, if you can get one, I'll definitely.
I'm sure we can get some more for sure.
For sure.
You said my son Nicholas, like Nicholas is not a friend of the show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like he's
actually, it was funny
the
you
fourth
said
member
that.
of the show.
It's funny you said that. I'm going through my Facebook memories, and earlier this week it was Nicholas's debut. You could see like him like popping in. We used to do the old YouTube show.
Yeah, I think outside of us three, I don't think anybody's appeared on the PR project as much as Nicholas. Like,
I think Nicholas has appeared more than probably all of us together. You know, but yeah, we shout out to Nicholas. You should have him start. You should have him watch the show.
He would.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'd be like, why am I not in this one?
Like, it's just be pointing.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so guys, I went a pretty long stretch. I used to get injured randomly. Not randomly. I used to run and get injured during the running thing. And I went like 2 years. I had a good streak.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Had a good run.
Pretty good run.
No pun intended.
Pretty good run of no injuries. And it wasn't like I was like running less. I was running more even. So it's like I thought I was pretty good. And my thing is like right now in my life, I feel like a chopped unk because I have an embarrassing story to tell you. So I haven't run in like a week and a half because I think I have like a rotator cuff tear or something. And ask me how I got this rotator.
How did this happen?
So
wait. Can I guess first?
Go ahead. Yeah, please. Guess how I got a rotator cuff tear.
All right.
Keep it mildly.
You fell down the stairs.
PG-13, huh?
Did you have your life alert on when it happened?
Yeah, my watch said, "We gonna call Gary. You need help?" No, I didn't fall down the stairs.
Okay, so you don't need like the little thing that.
No. I don't need the ramp thingy. No.
Okay. No, not the ramp. I'm talking about the one you sit down on. You hit the button and it just take you up the stairs.
I feel like that should be done in people's houses after like a marathon. But go ahead.
Yeah, to take you down.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa. All right. Let's see. Rotator cuff. What else could? You was trying to throw something to your dog and you just ain't built for throwing events anymore.
That would be a good one, but no.
Dang.
I have. Have you thrown something like recent, like in the last few years, and was like, dang, I shouldn't have done that?
It wasn't just the last few years, unfortunately for me.
Was it yesterday or today, the same time
No,
you spent the money?
Since I was like early 20s.
Wait. Oh, you
I
like
played baseball in high school, and I tore my shoulder up.
Oh,
because
so
I
you
didn't
just
warm
can't
up
throw.
properly. So like, yeah, my shoulder. Every time I throw, like if I throw something like more than 3 times, my shoulders start vibrating. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
When's the last time you threw something, Gary?
I mean, it was in the pool, and I immediately regretted it because I also have a rotator cuff thing, but
Yeah.
mine's just old age versus what you did. So.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. I was about to be mad, but I appreciate that because I'm not old. All right, so what I did was, it's not as cool as throwing a ball to my dog. I shout out to Eagle. Why are you laughing? Because you know the story? All right, so I got a new bed, right? And I was making some content for said bed, and because it was gifted.
This is a PG show.
It was PG, so it was gifted. So I was making some content for the bed, and I went to do like a little like flip onto the bed, like to be playful, and fun, because that's not what I do. I should have stayed in my lane. This is a lesson to the people out there: stay in your lane, because you will get injured outside of your lane. Stay in the right lane of the highway. Go slow. So I did like a flip, and when I say flip, I do mean like a tumble onto the bed. It was nothing aggressive at all, and the first little thing I did like a little tumble onto the bed, and I felt something. I was like, yo, dang, I'm getting old, And I went like 3 days. Everything was fine. I felt a little twinge, every now and then. And then day 5, couldn't lift my arm. Day 6, I was in urgent care.
Wow.
Bro, like, I'm talking about pain. When you had yours, it was pretty bad?
No. Mine's just a dull ache.
It never got bad?
It never got better.
But it never got. Was it like really bad? Did it get to like an 8 or 9 in the pain scale?
No, I mean it got like maybe like a 6, 7.
Oh,
but it's better now. I just can't like lie on my side in bed, and I can't throw. I can, but it's uncomfortable.
You couldn't throw before though, probably.
Yeah.
Gary used to toss a pigskin a quarter mile.
Yeah.
I
Tight
could
spiral.
probably throw a football over that mountain. So like it went from like, I went to Atlanta. Like I was there for like days, no issues. Came back. I think I might have slept on it wrong, and then woke up Saturday morning. It was like, okay, this is something different. By Sunday, I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't even like hold it down straight. And so now I'm just like without running because I can't carry my arms really. And I feel like, does that qualify as like unctum now? Like, am I like in a new phase of old age?
So this the thing. You getting hurt doing something stupid is not unk stuff. That's just like normal person stuff.
Okay.
But you not healing is directly correlated to you being unk.
Okay.
So
okay.
the fact that 5 days later it was at his worst, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's
my young pass has been taken.
Your blood not flowing fast enough to deliver healing properties to your joints.
I mean, I guess it is.
But
what
I
it
think
is.
we're burying the lead here.
What?
You said you was doing it while you was recording content, so there is video of this.
Yeah, there's video. And it's so okay. Without knowing that I got injured, the flip or the tumble or whatever you want to call it is bad. It's bad by itself. But now that you'll know that I got injured doing this, it makes it even more embarrassing. It's the most embarrassing jump, flip, roll thingy that has ever been recorded on wax. And I hope this content goes viral because
I'm trying to think of a good.
I got hurt on the job, bro.
You need workman. You need workman's comp.
I got work.
Influencers get workman's
influencers
comp.
don't have work.
I'm trying to think if the meme. Yep, that's me.
Yeah,
Probably wondering how I got here.
Exactly, bro. They gave me a sling. I wore it for like 2 days. I just couldn't.
You was unserious.
Bro.
A sling is unserious.
It was a $10 sling too because it was from urgent care, so it ain't even a good one. Like every time I move, it would move. It was just weird. But like, and then I hit up Gary because he's also unk. I'm like, bro, what do I do? And he was like, they gonna, what should I do? I haven't gone to.
I think they're gonna give you PT first before they do anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And that's gonna suck.
I can't do surgery. I feel like that would take me too long.
I don't think they would do surgery.
All right.
I think.
Unless, yeah.
So is it just rotator cuff, or did you partially separate your shoulder?
No, they did an X-ray and they said they thought it was rotator cuff.
Okay.
I didn't do an MRI or nothing like that.
Because I know if, like, the first time your shoulder pop out of place, it's a pretty long recovery because all of those ligaments around your shoulder joint have to heal. And then you're more likely to separate your shoulder again because they never quite heal the same way. But if it's just rotator cuff, you probably just got to rest.
The cool thing is it's my left arm. So, like, the chances of me, like, reaching to throw something with this arm
you can never go left to begin with. So, it makes sense.
Bro, I mean, I could dribble, like, 1-2, but I got to get back to the right.
You like Jaylen Brown.
Bro, for real. Yeah. Wait, he ain't got no left?
He ain't got no left.
Dang.
That was, like, the story a couple finals ago. It was like, oh, just make him go left. And he was really out there looking like a brother that can't go left. So it was unfortunate.
It's a lot of people in the NBA that can't go left for real.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be surprised. You can pay a lot of money. Just dribble with the left hand every now and then.
Nothing used to make me happier than finding out somebody can't go left because I'm telling the whole gym. You're not going to have fun playing basketball with us no more because everybody know you can't go left. But I think this is a testament to Tom Cruise because he do his own stunts.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even do your own stunts without getting hurt.
That would have been awesome.
That's true.
Have
if he turned into Tom Cruise,
do my stuff.
No. Have Thomas come in and do the flip
wearing the same clothes.
That's actually fire. I mean, he's 15. He should be able to do a little flip onto the bed without hurting himself. Yeah. You know.
And if he do, he'll be recovered.
Who cares?
Before the end of the day.
Yeah, if you hurt yourself at 15, nobody cares. Like nobody. Like, really
you could cut like a slash in your arm at 15 and it'll be healed by the time the time you stop bleeding.
Right. No, and then like, but if you did get hurt back in the day, it was like almost like a badge of honor. If you came to school with a brace, like or like a cast.
A cast.
Oh man, you had so much clout. I didn't break nothing.
I never broke a bone.
Me neither.
I've broken both my feet.
You broken both your feet?
It's individually. Yeah, one in high school.
Please tell me it was in a gym somebody crossed your ass over.
No, running.
Hit him with the.
Wait, what?
Yeah. In high school.
It's called overuse, brother.
Yep. High school, I snapped
hairline
fracture on my right foot. In college, running the 3200 on an indoor track, snapped in half on the left foot.
Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I felt it more than I heard it because it was in the middle of a indoor arena, like indoor track.
Man, you are tough as nails, bro. Because I'd never run again.
I remember I finished the race and I was dragging to the car.
The race is insane.
Everybody's making fun of me.
How much? Wait. 3,200 meters.
It's like 2 miles.
I mean, when did it happen?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
You just blacked out?
I remember.
Or it was like 10,000 years ago.
Transcended pain.
Yeah. You know, it's adrenaline, right? You just it snaps. It's only like one. It's like one part of the foot.
Said if it was 2 bones, then maybe it would have stopped. It was just one.
I don't remember. I just remember feeling it.
Yeah.
And finishing the race, and then once like the adrenaline settled down, I go, oh,
I think I need to go to the hospital.
Something hurts. I remember I got home. I crawled up the stairs, and then the next day I went and got.
I mean, I think that's one thing that runners don't get enough credit for is like the toughness that you have to, like, because everybody gets injured. If you run long enough, you're going to get injured and you're going to have to recover. You're going to have to like take that moment to like bravely come back to it. You got to go trust it. You can't find out if you're still injured until you run. Like I just saw somebody on Instagram today that was like, Thomas Trowler. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm going out for a run. We'll see what happens. And then like the next story, like 20 minutes later, was like, wasn't ready. Yeah. Like you just have to go try it. And I don't think that like runners get enough credit for how much pain and suffering you do have to go through to be able to run for extended periods of time.
If people knew how hard it is for runners to like admit out their mouth that they injured, because like that's the last thing you want to do is like say like, yeah, I think I got to sit down. Like you gonna test it until like
it's too late.
You're probably gonna go past where you should because it's just like it's so much of a part of your routine that you don't want to give it up. And especially like how we train, it's like, well, if I need to rest for a week, I'm putting myself behind my schedule for whatever race I'm training for, right. All of that. So it's like you would benefit from probably shutting it down sooner.
Right.
But in this weird, sick, twisted brain we have, we're like, no, I'm going to just push through it because I don't want it to.
Especially because I'm training for a race that I paid for myself. But I had that was me all last summer.
Yeah.
I just kept finding different ways to injure myself because I was going out too soon.
I mean, but that's the talking about on the other side, but like going back too soon is a weird dance too because like you can go or you can walk for 2 days and not feel nothing, and all of a sudden you could be out for a half mile into the run, and all of a sudden it's still there. But like that whole dance of like trying to figure out if you're really injured is a crazy one, because so many times if you're training for, let's just say you like 2 marathons in or 3 marathons in, you're going to get used to feeling like discomfort in certain moments. And that could last for 2 days. Yeah. And it goes away. And that happens enough times where you could have a stress fracture in your tibia and just go like, oh, that's just going to go away. And then next thing you know, you're out for 4 months. That happened to me in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, because it doesn't hurt bad enough sometimes.
It's like it's not like a football like acute injury where it's like, I know I just tore my ACL, I'm done for a year. Mm-hmm. It's like this could be a hairline fracture, or this could just be phantom pain that's gonna go away that I'm not gonna feel again for the rest of my life. And it's like you have to figure out, okay, am I hurt or am I injured? And it's like
that's two different. Yeah, it's definitely two different.
Because you can work through being hurt, but once you're injured, it's like, and we don't have doctors on staff. We don't have people there to. And then even sometimes you'll go to the doctor and they'll just say, the doctor, but it's fine, whatever. You
go to the wrong doctor, they'll tell you to sit down regardless.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Yeah. And then people push back against that. I mean, we know people that
I've done it,
that have disregarded the better advice of medical professionals, sometimes to their benefit, because if you just go into your primary care physician that's just a regular doctor that doesn't specialize in runners, they probably gonna tell you, just rest it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like, Doc, I can't
2 weeks.
I can't rest it for 2 weeks, Doc.
I mean, that's the thing.
Got
like
that kind of time.
my race is 4 weeks away. I'm supposed to be at the peak of my fitness right now, and then I'm a taper. Can I get to the taper? But like, I think that's one thing for sure. Like, if there's some advice to give people is, if hopefully if you have insurance and you got that situation all set up, if you go to somebody's like a specialist that has running as a part of their thing, their goal is to keep you running. Yeah. Even if they're doctors, but you go to like that type of specialist, that's where if they tell you to stop running, you should stop running. Yeah. Because that's a different type of thing. Like they're trying to keep you running in the future. So, don't go to a specialist that run for running and then just ignore them.
Yeah, don't treat them like the regular doctor.
No, because the regular doctor will tell you, oh, it's from running. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I knew that, bro.
My regular doctor last year, because I had plantar fasciitis, my regular doctor had plantar fasciitis as well. And he got one of them boots that you put in the freezer and you put on. And I'm thinking to myself, this not going to work for you, sir. Like, I don't have a degree. You do, but I can tell you right now, that boot's not going to do, like.
Did you just bleep Jack?
Yes, I did. I was going to.
You just
bleep the second
Jack.
word.
Well, I think we hit our limit on swear words.
Yeah, you was going crazy last week.
By the way, it was not me.
You was going crazy
for the record,
last week, Gary.
I don't think I've sworn on the show in a year.
In a year? That's cap. All right, so we're going to get into news?
Let's get into news.
Let's get into
some news.
All right. So this was some fairly big news, I feel like, in the running world. So the Boston Lottery, or the Boston Marathon, announced that they now have a lottery. So what they're going to do is after they've announced, correct me if I'm wrong, after they announce the cutoff time, normally those people that if you run a Boston qualifier time and you don't make the cutoff, you're just out of luck. Now, after that announcement, or after this announcement, there will be another layer, which will be 1,000 spots that will be lotteried to the people who got their BQ but missed the cutoff. So I don't know what the numbers are, but that's a lot of people that normally get cut off, and there's just no other chance other than like fundraising to get into that to the Boston Marathon. Boston Marathon has never done a lottery like ever. I don't think. Is that right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, as far as I don't think they've ever done a lottery. All the other marathons have a lottery. They all have qualifying times as well, but the lottery is the main portion, the main part of how you get into all the rest of these races. So I think it's. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing, or it's nothing?
I think it's a thing. I think it's kind of in the eye of the beholder, because if you are one of the people that were complaining about not getting into Boston, you probably wasn't complaining from a place of I qualified but I missed a buffer. Like the people that were complaining were more like, I'll never run a BQ time, so I don't really have any chance of making it into the race. So
I see what you're saying.
It's a remedy to a problem that they created almost.
I didn't think about it like that.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, unlike New York or London, they're going through 7 different cities, and it's not like it's a lot of room to begin with. So I think they have a capacity issue to begin with. So I think that's why they have it. But to say, hey, we're going to take 1,000 of these runners and give you one more shot, because you did earn a BQ, and so let's at least give you a little fig leaf of something. It's only 1,000 people, so it's not like everybody's going to get in. I'm curious to see what like the final number is.
Yeah. So I hear. I'll let you finish in a second. So I hear. I didn't think about it like that. I kind of thought more like, oh, it's cool because if I run, if your time is to run is 3:15, and then you run 3:13, and that's a great race. You got your BQ, but then the cutoff's 5 minutes. Then this would be an opportunity for the people like that to get in, and I think that's cool. Yeah. Like, because there'll be 1,000 people that'll be very happy about this, and I think that's great. But like you said, they caused this problem to begin with. Like they're the ones that are imposing this like time. They could just add one more minute and let 1,000 people in, 1,000 or 1,500 people in just by adding time.
Or they could just take that 1,000 and just do an open lottery.
Yeah. Or
in my opinion, if you're on the cusp of a BQ, in a few years you're probably gonna get it if you stick to it. Like either you'll age up into the next age range and you'll get 5 minutes or 10 minutes back or whatever the age range changes. So I don't know. It just seems like it's serving such a small segment, but the actual segment that was complaining about it was the people that feel like they'll never run a BQ.
So I guess complaining is, to me, I think you have a really good point, but I feel like complaining is maybe like the wrong word for it, because it's like if I thought it was a good thing, and I think that with the way you're kind of approaching it makes me feel like that 1,000 really could be to increase like the accessibility of the race. Like that's what you're saying. Like, so it could be 1,000 across the board, and maybe somebody gets in that can run a 2:35. Maybe someone gets in that's running a 5-hour marathon. I think that if it's a lot, it's like a fake lottery. I mean, it is a lottery, but it's not changing it doesn't change the dynamics of who's going to be at that race at all, really.
And I understand, because they probably can't have 8-hour marathoners out. Well, no, they do, right? Like people still run super. Yeah, so
but you still have to finish you still have to finish by a certain time. Yeah, and that's not 8 hours.
So yeah, like I mean, and being a person that I ran a Boston qualifying time, but I probably won't make the buffer. So I'm in the demo of who would benefit from this. But
right.
I don't know. I feel like I would rather see 1,000 people who maybe
like just an open
lottery. Yeah, just
I don't agree. I think getting a BQ is a huge milestone, and I think these buffers are really heartbreaking for those who work all year to get this milestone, and then they're shut out because they're just not fast enough, even though they just ran their fastest. I think giving those folks who did earn the BQ another opportunity.
But there are people that ran their fastest that didn't BQ, like the same people you're talking about. Like
I understand that,
literally,
but I mean, I know this sounds crappy.
Say it, Gary.
But that's what you're working for the BQ, and then if you have to wait 5 years for your next birthday or whatever, then do it. That's what the race is, and it's elitist, and it's all the negative things. But that's what it is.
I think we talked about it a little bit in the group chat, and I don't necessarily have a problem with it being an elitist race if you aren't messaging that you want to be accessible. If you aren't messaging, if your mission isn't to increase accessibility to running, like if that's the BAA's mission, then that doesn't really apply to this thing.
Well, yeah, it doesn't apply to the Boston Marathon.
Yeah,
but it does apply to like all the other races that they have.
But that's cool. But like,
and we talked with the BAA last year in San Antonio. They are doing other things to make it more accessible.
Yeah, for sure.
But just not on a wider scale. It's mostly for like the locals, and then they have the charity runners as well. So it's not as wide as like the other majors are doing, but I think they're doing it in their own way, and I think this is just another, slow but sure progress of trying to make it more accessible to folks. It's a lot of this stuff is baby steps, and this is maybe a baby step for Boston, and see what they happen See how it works, and maybe they'll expand it to next year or beyond.
I think so. I think in the beginning I said, is it something or nothing? And you said it's a thing. I think that like it's kind of down the middle. Like it could be more amazing for more people and give people a little bit more hope to get into the race that won't be able to. That could be a thing, but then there will be a lot of people really happy that they have a chance to get there, even if they miss the time. Because like some of these things, like, especially the way that the buffers have been working, like 7 minutes, 6 minutes is, I mean, it doesn't, just saying it out loud doesn't seem like a long time. I mean, they haven't.
They made all of the qualifying times 5 minutes faster.
And then the buffer, and then it was still 4 minutes.
This is the first year. This is the first year of the new.
No, last year.
No, this is the first year they're going to start taking out the elevation.
Oh yeah,
but last year was the new buffer.
I thought 2026 is the new 2026 is the new
last year.
qualifying time.
I thought last year.
So the fastest qualifying time went from 3 hours to 2:55. Yeah. So that is to address the buffer. That is because the buffer was 7 minutes. So if you adjust the qualifying time by 5 minutes, in theory, the buffer should get smaller.
And then this year they're taking out all the super,
like the super downhill
races.
They
grade you out. They grade you
like if it's like 1,500 feet net downhill race, it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? They're not counting it. Is that?
I thought they adjust. I thought they were adjusting.
No, I just don't think it counts.
Oh, okay.
I think you're right. I don't think it counts.
Like CIM counts because it's like net downhill, but it's not 1,500. There's certain races that would go.
Yeah, like Rebel races and stuff.
Yeah. Like so, all their races, you just can't. You can't use it as a qualifying
You can't
time.
be a downhill merchant.
Yeah, there is no grade or adjustment. It's like you can't use that as a race.
Okay. Yeah, we got different outlooks, but that's fine. I mean, it's the Boston Marathon at the end of the day, and it makes afford people a chance to get in that may not be able to get in, like you said, Gary. It's a step in the right direction. Can more be done? Absolutely, but sure, it always can.
I think that their main issue, I don't know how, like, I don't talk to them, so I mean, I don't know how much of an issue it is or not, but like it's a capacity thing. But I feel like they've had years where it was 35,000 people.
I think that's
that's the max that happened.
I think so. Yeah.
And they must have either got like wild amount of complaints or something, but then they went backwards and went to like 30, 31, 32 or something like that 1,000 people. So I think it's just like if they can figure out a way to logistically, and I think they're adding more waves now or something like that. Now this year they're gonna add more, or next year they're gonna add more waves.
Like stringing them out.
Yeah, they have to like figure out a way to just string this out longer and just figure it out, because there has to be a way where you can get to 35,000 or more. Just to it can't be this thing where it's like I just ran 4 minutes faster than the thing, because it's gonna happen, bro. Yeah. Like whether they did this whole 5 minute thing or not, there's gonna be somebody that runs a 2:49 and their qualifier is 2:50, 2:55. Guaranteed in 2-3 years that's not gonna be good enough. Again, running is more popular. People are getting faster for all different types of reasons.
I think the real question is, will the Let's Run forums come up with a slur for people that get in through the quasi-lottery?
Oh, for sure.
Because they already talk crazy about the charity runners, so they're going to be like, oh, you're not a real Boston qualifier. You got in through the secondary lottery,
I mean, no, that's gonna be a thing. I mean, that's always going to be a thing. Somebody's going to have
put a different bib on them, like make them single them out. Why not?
All right, you want to know who singled themselves out? This is a random segue.
Don't acknowledge the segue when you're doing the segue.
No, that's my bit. That's my bit. Okay. I have a question first before we talk about the actual thing that we're talking about. Josh Kerr, do you think with a year training, Josh Kerr could run 2:45 or faster in a marathon?
Yeah.
Easy? Like easy?
Yeah.
2:45?
2:45. Yeah.
I said 2:45, and he's a miler.
What did Jakob run that half marathon in?
But Jakob's different though. Jakob's a 10,000 meter runner, bro.
But he also races the mile. Like he could probably.
I don't know. He's different. He's different than like a Josh Kerr.
How old is Josh Kerr?
I don't know.
In his late 20s, I'm imagining.
Okay, maybe not 2:45.
You're taking a late 20s person that's in a physical prime.
2:45.
He could easily run 2:45.
But like
2:25?
Yeah. Like sub-elite, do you think he could do sub-elite times? Was what I mean.
I think he's a very talented runner, and whatever he chooses to apply his athleticism to, he'll do.
Yeah, I feel like he's got if his goal is to, hey, I'm going to switch over to marathons, I got a year to train. I think his mental capacity is like I'm not going to do it.
All right, Josh Kerr, you have to do it. All right, so Josh Kerr this like past week broke the world record in the mile, right?
Yep.
And I think he ran 3 minutes and 42 seconds and some change.
Yep.
The change is what he beat the record. I think he beat the record by 0.30 something seconds.
Yep.
The incredible part about this whole story for Josh Kerr is that months ago, he and Brooks said they put out this content about Project 222. 222 seconds is 3 minutes and 42 seconds. He literally ran 3 minutes and 42 seconds in, I think, his first attempt since announcing that he was going to do this. Broke the record in strong fashion. Our guy, Yard Nagoose, was like right behind him until he wasn't. And it was just incredible to see like him actually deliver on something that aggressive. Because there's people that do it all, like say things a lot like that. Like I'm going after the record, but he did it in the first race that he attempted to do it. I think on a big stage, and I think that was incredible.
Yeah, and I think it's even more impressive because the mile world record was out there for so long.
Yeah,
it's very few track records that stood currently that was as long as the mile record. I think the last time somebody ran a world record in a mile was 1999.
That's a long. I feel so old because when you say it at first, I'm like, that's not that's
a long
like
time.
27 years ago.
And I also think that might have been dirty.
Well, who knows?
You know,
well, in the 90s, you don't know.
Right, you don't.
Some of the other long-standing records are clouded by steroids and things like that.
So
for sure.
Hopefully, Josh is clean, and this is a clean world record, and you kind of like take away that you have a legit, honest mile world record, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, just how he's like carried himself in the sport. I mean, you can't ever say never, but I would assume that this is going to be ratified and everybody's good to go.
One thing I don't do is put anything past athletes when it comes to competition. They will do whatever.
That's true, but then I feel like Brooks. I feel like Brooks wouldn't stand for that.
What they saying, Waterboy? Well, Mama don't know won't hurt him. What Brooks don't know won't hurt him. They like, look, we'll take that. Has
it been ratified yet?
No, it takes time for him. To
I
ratify
think it takes a while.
Okay.
I think Sebastian just.
Sebastian just got ratified.
His marathon world record. So it's really cool to see somebody like Josh Kerr that's he's been on the national stage for like quite some time now in his like very high profile beef with Jakob, and it's just like to see him have his moment and not have to share it with somebody like his arch rival. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I saw the story where he was talking about the pace lights, and his idea was, I want the pace lights to be ahead of me the whole race because I don't want to I want the green pace lights to be ahead of me because I don't want to just stay on them because I might fall back. He was like, I want him to cross the line at 3:41, and the producers of the race said, we can't have the pace lights go past you because then the people in the stands going to think you didn't break the record.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, in the final straight, slow him down. But throughout the race, keep him ahead of me because I need that rabbit. And I'm just like, that's crazy that, like, something as minuscule as that, because pace lights are, kind of new. So the fact that an athlete is like, look, I know what this is going to do to me mentally, so let's, like, fix it up in a way that works out in my favor. And to have that wherewithal to think about it is very
I don't think I like that.
I was just trying to think, would I rather run with pace lights or a pacer?
Well, he had a pacer through 800, I think.
Yeah.
Well, no, but still.
Yeah.
Like, what would you
he
like?
Said he can't really see. He said he had a hard time seeing the lights because they over there.
You're running that fast, bro.
And it's during the daytime, so it's like the lights can only be so bright.
You could barely see him on TV.
Yeah, he's like, I can see him through my peripheral a little bit. He was like, but I couldn't see them as well as I thought I would be able to.
That makes sense.
But it's just interesting to think like a race that meticulous, like you going through that, that level of detail to get there.
I mean, that's a fast race, bro. That's so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, how far? He had a pacer. He had two pacers, or they had two pacers because everybody was in a race. I think one went 800 and the second one went maybe 1,000 or something like that. He dropped off soon after. How far do you think that you could pace Josh Kerr at that pace? Like reasonably, like don't just say like you couldn't. How far do you think you could pace him at that pace?
I'm not sure I get through the first 100. To be honest.
No?
Yeah. I got 15 seconds on a good day. Like
actually, I did strides today. I think my fastest stride for 15 seconds. For 15 seconds was 420.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. Wow, that's fast, bro. You was moving. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I've been practicing these, but like that's what I'm saying. Like he ran at what 3:40.
3:42.
My top stride was 4:20 for 15 seconds.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I would die. I saw somebody say on Threads like, could you run 1,000 meters in the time that it took him to run 1 mile? And it's funny because I had K repeats,
hold up.
and that
Could
was
I?
Y'all can because it's like 5:55 pace.
Okay, sweet.
But it's like that's not
Hey,
ain't no
that's-
easy
I
lift. You know,
will
that's not no chill day. Like that's real.
Especially 1,000 on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that'd be a little painful right now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure for you running with one arm.
Running with a sling on. Oh man,
That boy got the chicken wing.
but you had a good question though. Like, we were gonna talk about this. You said, is Brooks having a moment?
Yeah, I think so. Shout out Brandon Miller.
I was gonna say shout out Brandon Miller. He
Friend
got
of the show.
Friend of the show.
Brandon Miller. So Brandon Miller got the 5th fastest time in the 800 for 1 minute 42 seconds, 42.19. So 1 minute 42.19, 5th fastest U.S. time ever.
Yep. And it's cool because we had him on with Hobbs, and we had him on with I can't think of the other guy's name, but we had him on with other 800 guys, and I felt like, and at the time, I think their PRs were ahead of his.
Yes.
And they looked like they were on that upward trajectory.
Yeah.
And he just stayed down, stayed grinding, and now he's seeing the fruits of his labor. And I feel like he done unleashed himself a little bit. He got the bandana.
I was gonna say,
on,
bro,
like, he's swagging
ran it
out.
with a bandana.
I'm like, turn up, bro. Let's go.
I like that. I messaged him too. I'm like, congrats. He actually answered. I'm like, oh, that's what's up, dog. He's really a friend of the show. But then Brooks is also has done a lot. Like lately, in the last like year, it feels like their shoes have just changed. Like I don't know who or what happened in the last couple of years, but they've really stepped up their game when it comes to style, look, and performance.
Yep. Shout out Shannon.
Big time, yeah. Shout out to Shannon. And they got Shannon.
That's
got
what it was. It was Shannon got over there and everything.
It's funny you said that. In my mind, I was like, shout out Warren Buffett, but sure, Shannon.
Well, shout out to Warren. But then also, like on the marathon side, they got Jess McClain, who in Boston just last year, she ran 2:20.49, an American course record, 5th overall for the race. Yeah. So it's like, and then when I was there, so I saw a bunch of Brooks athletes in the top, 10. So Brooks is on their way up.
I hope so. I'll be racing a mile on Thursday in Brooks. So,
and I think I don't know what quarter it was or whatever, but they had their highest quarter.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. Like, was it the Q1 or Q2 or something like
Q1,
that? Yeah. Highest ever in their history.
Lifestyle is driving that for sure too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, people like Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The dad shoe vibe is the old athletic, like the old runners.
They got New Balance.
Yeah. Shots fired.
Dang, bro. But Gary, you had a question for us. And I feel like you might know that you might be watching it. So is anybody watching the USATF championships?
Actually, I'm not.
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
Wait, where did Josh did the thing in
that was
a Diamond League, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know
plus Josh is an American.
He's a Canadian.
He's Scottish.
Oh, right.
I thought he was Canadian.
No, he's not Canadian. I didn't know what he was. I didn't
Scottish.
Know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Gary.
Shout out Scotland.
Shout out. They're fast over there.
Scotland.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I saw that, I saw Sha'Carri won today.
No allows.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think right now, because I looked up the schedule, I think you can watch it on Peacock. Maybe. I think that's part of the problem. Is it's streaming on Peacock, but like I think during this show is the 1,500 for the men and the women.
I just feel like last year, we just knew more like what's about to happen. Like I saw it I saw it after. Like
there's this thing called Gravity, and the World Cup took
all
the world sports interest went to the World Cup. So
I that's part of what I was thinking in my head was, are we just kind of like everybody need a break from sports for a second?
Yeah, because the World Cup was
very tap back in with family. I've been ignoring my kids. Yeah, no, the World Cup was crazy though, bro. Like it was. I mean, it's obviously because it's here. It was here that like it just felt like that's all that was happening. Yeah. And I mean, 4 years ago, I don't remember it feeling like that.
It was in Qatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they was playing in the middle of the night, and it was hot.
Oh, true. Yeah, time difference. Yeah. It just felt like, and then I think that the New York Knicks winning the championship that played into like how hyped we were, like looking for something to watch, and then the World Cup happened started right after. It's like this is perfect.
But I definitely have a new appreciation for soccer. Like I can now like if a match were to be on TV, I could probably sit and at least enjoy it a little bit more, or understand what's going on a bit more. I still don't know any of the players or the teams.
I'll know
or the
one
league.
I'll know
but
one
you called
player.
it a match and not a game, so that shows
you already on to it.
I played AYSO soccer as a kid,
nice.
so
Nice.
All right,
Striker.
How old? You said high school?
no, younger.
Younger?
Yeah,
They called it games.
yeah, they call that game.
I don't remember. I played soccer when I was younger too. I think it was just games for us.
All right, we got a fast break. Run culture court. We need one.
Oh yeah, run culture court. Let's go. All right, I don't know which one to pick, bro. We got some good ones. So this is our segment called Run Culture Court, where other people submit their what they want to be put on trial. So we are the judges. We talk about it and we say whether this case should be, or this person or these people should go to jail or not. Run culture jail. So I'm just gonna take a stab here. Oh boy, let's just go with the term real runner. I don't know who submitted this one. You shall remain anonymous. But we're putting on trial today, or they're putting on trial today, the term real runner. And I'm assuming that they're talking about people like, you're not a real runner if you da 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 da, or real runners don't need this and that. So let's put real runner on trial today, guys.
Yeah. Right off the bat, real runner is straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
People drop real runner in our comments a lot, and it's just like, real runner could mean anything. So it really means nothing. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear anybody say real runner, because you like, I might say, oh, I'm a real runner. I ran 2:58. And then a marathoner that ran 2:30 might say, 2:58, I run that on an easy run.
Why don't you go sit down?
Yeah, have a seat. So we're all a quote unquote fake runner to somebody else. So to me, real runner, red flag, I don't want to hear it. Send them to jail.
I saw that you put that in the comments. Somebody wrote real runner in the comments, and I think you put like 7 red flags across.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I don't like that term. I'm always telling folks, if somebody says, "Oh, I'm not a real runner," I go, "Are you getting movement in?" That's all that matters.
If you putting one foot in front of the other, you a real runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that like it kind of for maybe a few years ago, it was this slow runner thing. People were talking about slow runners or back of the packers, like in a negative sense, and then somehow maybe that got shamed because it should have. And then it changed to real runners. Well, real runners don't need to do such and such. It's like you said, there's the people that are really, really fast, like that are just gifted in running 2:20 or faster and all that stuff. They are happy that people are running. If you tell somebody that you ran a 3:30 and they run 2:15 or whatever, they're like, oh man, that's really fast. Like, that's great. People have said that I'm fast. I'm like, bro, you just ran a 2:12 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care, and neither should we. It's like this desire to feel better than someone else because of something. And running is so individual. Like, none of us are running at these big marathons. We're not running for age group for the most part. You're just there because you want to be there. You got your own set of PRs and goals that you're trying to go for. So there's no reason why anybody should be like talking about how anybody else is real or not running. Like, if you run multiple times a week, if you run once a week, if you run once every 2 weeks because that's what your time allows, you're a runner. It doesn't, you may not run as much as me, but who cares?
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And I just don't understand why why we need to try to make a distinction from what someone else is doing based on what we're doing. It doesn't make me feel any better about my 6 or 7 day runs when I hear someone else that only runs twice. It doesn't make me feel better. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Drop it. Incur what you did the 6-7 thing.
I did.
Man, this is you're a chop dunk, Gary.
Yeah.
It all comes around.
You're a top dunk. But I just think people need to drop that because it's whack.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think if you're in the comments and you say real runner,
I'm not taking you serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not dignifying your comment with a serious response, because that's unserious to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bet. All right. So let's get into this new segment that we have.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So PR Project has been through many iterations. We used to talk about shoes a lot more. But then we found out that, like, for the most part, when we're on a run, we're not necessarily talking about the stack height of our shoes and all the other things like that. So we have kind of gotten away from that a little bit, but we also make a lot of content around running. But this new segment is for something that we're trying out, and we have a guest on the show. We have Dawnta over here with us.
Hi, guys.
So Dawnta will be giving us a review on a shoe, hopefully every episode, and we'll let you take it away.
Okay. Perfect. So I've put about 25 miles.
Wait, before you go, are you a real runner?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we have a real runner here. Let me do the intro again. We have a real runner here because she runs a lot, and she's going to be doing the reviews for the PR project, and then we'll tap in because we will most likely have all ran in the shoe as well.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to tap in and give some extra little thoughts here and there.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Take it away, real runner.
Okay, so yes, I put about 25 miles in the New Balance SuperComp Rebel V6, and here's who I actually think this shoe is for. So, like, if you're looking for a daily trainer for your easy base belly miles, and you're looking for something that's going to make those miles feel a little more fun, a little more bouncy, touch of speed, with some slight support, then I think this shoe is for you. So let's get into some of the detailed specs here. So the weight for a women's 7 is 6.1 ounces. And then the drop, we have a 4 millimeter drop with the height being a 40 millimeter height, more of a 36 millimeter at the forefoot. And the midsole foam is the New Balance Infineon foam, which is known for its enhanced cushion and energy return. And then we have the propulsion plate, and what I think is unique about the plate is the positioning, because the positioning of the plate is pretty much at the bottom of the foam. So there's not much between like the ground and where the plate is sitting besides this thin piece of rubber here. So I thought that was pretty unique. And then New Balance's purpose for this shoe is to bring that competitive experience to like your everyday training. So I would say if tomorrow's an easy 10, I would grab the New Balance SuperComp.
So hold the shoe up so the people can see it really quick because it's a good looking shoe as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what
camera. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. Camera right
there we go. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think so I've had a chance to run in the shoe. Can I see it?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a chance to run in the shoe. This is my chop.
Great.
This is my chop punk shoulder.
This is great, actually.
Why is this great?
Because the smaller shoe gonna fit in the frame.
Yeah.
Your shoe, I'll be like, bro.
Like so. No, but I've had a chance to run in the shoe, and so this is we've loved the Rebel like line, every single one, and like the Rebel V5 was really good. I believe that was a fuel cell. So this is the Super Comp. So it's definitely a different like composition under the thing, and this is the same type of foam that they use for their Super Comp Elites and their Super Comp trainers. Yeah. So it definitely feels a lot different. If it's definitely one of those fast shoes that I feel like a lot of people like you probably end up reaching it for tempo runs or even long runs because you can really pick up with this. I don't know what's gonna happen with like the fuel cell Rebel V6. I mean, because the V5 was the last one, and I hear they're still dropping that shoe.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So that was my question. So this is the first version of the Rebel with a plate in it as well, right? Like the 5 didn't have it?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting because my personal experience with the Rebel has been it's a really fun, snappy shoe, but it just dies way too fast for me. Like, to me, it loses its luster after like 100 miles. So I'm interested to see if the new foam
and then with
combats that.
And with this plate, like you can literally see like the plate is right
that's
under
crazy.
It's only rubber between the plate.
Do it sound like a tap dancing shoe when you wear it?
No.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't wear mine yet.
So I haven't
But that
even.
was my question for you guys. If you think the plate sitting closer to the ground versus under the foot is a major difference in the feel.
So I've seen a couple of shoes, a couple of brands. One brand dropped a shoe and the plate was low to the ground from heel to toe, but what the issue was the exposed part of it would touch rocks and you could hear it like crunching. So
you never want to touch rocks.
You don't want to touch rocks ever. Trust me.
It's kids. Stay away from rocks.
I was thinking about actual rocks. Like you don't want to fall. No, you mean like just stay away from rocks, kids. But I didn't honestly like. I don't look at shoes that much like that, like to inspect it to see where the plate is and stuff. I run in it and I didn't even think about it at all. Yeah. There's not one point where I felt like the plate was in a weird spot, or it doesn't feel like you're stepping on anything like hard or crunchy. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a testament to the development of the foam.
Yeah.
Because for so long, the plate had to be in the middle of the foam to stabilize the foam. But now that the foam is more substantial, they can make more substantial foam at lighter weights. You can play around with where the plate goes. So that's interesting that they put it all the way at the bottom. I wonder what their their idea for that was. But I'm sure it went through rounds and rounds of testing to figure it out.
It makes it more forgiving of a shoe. It's not like
that makes
super
sense.
snappy.
That makes sense.
Does the SuperComp Elite 6 also have the plate that low? I've not worn it yet, but I know it's out.
So I brought gifts. So you guys are getting this shoe and the SuperComp Elite V6.
I got a car under my chair.
Everybody gets a car. So we'll definitely have some thoughts on it as time comes on. So make sure you tap in with Gary and Aaron's and my social medias, because we'll also be talking about it as well, and Dawnta's. Thank you so much for joining the show, and we hope to continue to have you review shoes and talk to us about what you like about the shoes and give us all the stats that we don't normally talk about, because I don't remember talking about a stack height in a while.
You gotta get Dawnta a lab coat so she can look like the real scientist when she come here next time.
That would be fire. That would be fire. But sure. All right, guys. So that wraps episode number 133. Anybody got any last parting words?
Ate a bug today.
You ate a bug today?
Extra protein.
Flew protein max in the middle of the run.
Yeah,
had a weird.
They come at you fast, don't they?
Had a weird.
Time for us to go. All right. That wraps our episode. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the pod, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube if you're watching there. Get us to 1,000 get us to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would be really grateful. Great. And
tell your friends, tell your family.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.
1,000 subscriber gets a free cameo from Gary.
Oh yeah.
He said yeah. All right. Peace out, guys.